Hey guys, Tim here with the Long Hair Gardener, and today I am walking down one of my favorite streets here in Philadelphia, which is Delancey Street. I am, of course, looking for new plants and just see what other people are growing and take in the beautiful sights of the city. So please come along and join me as I walk around Delancey Street. All right. I love the foliage on this plant right here. This is what caught my attention and brought me over here. This is a shady area, so all of the usual shady plants are in here. We have a Tarina, Tradescantia zebrina. There is a New Guinean impatient and caladium up top here. Here is an old theater. Looks like there's a really pretty heuchera. Ooh. And I see up here really bright coneflower. It's very lemony yellow. There's a couple more right here. These are really pretty. You have like every color in one plant, although there may be multiple plants down there. Somebody has the tag. So we'll take advantage of actually knowing what that is. It's definitely a beautiful day. And one of my favorite houses is right up here on the corner. This is the house I was just talking about, and I think you can see why it is a favorite. We're gonna walk over here. They often have some plants around. Just do a little peek here in their yard. Gorgeous house. I would love to know the year on it. They have some aloes up here on the ledge. And here are some window boxes. Do a little scan here. I've seen this begonia before. Look at the like fuzzy stems. I really like this begonia for that reason. I think I might have this plant. And I think I need to actually look at the stems and see if they look fuzzy like that or not. Mine's kind of hidden and definitely not as large as that one. Got an elephant ear over here. This is one of my favorite elephant ears. Look at the pattern. It's such a nice contrast between this really dark color and the greens. So this is an Alocasia mojito. Some more caladiums here. Beautiful. I have one like that in my backyard. And there's a geranium down here. It looks like an ivy. Do a little scan here just so you can see what the whole block looks like. I do want to take a look at these begonias. Look at how beautiful these are. Some hydrangeas up here. Interesting color. Very lush and almost forest-like with all of this foliage. I believe this one here, I'm going to do a little rub and smell. This is a citronella plant. Smells like the candle that you use to keep insects away. As you can tell, I'm not sure which side of the street I want to be on. I do want to take a look at this urn. This is absolutely stunning. It is at least 3, maybe 4 feet across. I can't tell, but it's huge and looks beautiful. We have a rainbow ascot euphorbia in here, another heuchera. There's a coneflower. Interesting that we have some shade and sun-loving plants in this planter. Of course, there is a maple tree, Japanese maple tree, as the center focal point. Look at this light fixture here. These houses are so beautiful. I know I've said it many times, but this is definitely one of my favorite blocks to walk down. Have a coleus here. Again, love the contrast between the light and the dark. And I love the grass that they have up in here. Very like flowy in the wind. Another urn. This collection right here is beautiful. I'm referring to the, you know, the pots. The plants are nice too, but love this collection of pots. There's another gorgeous one right here. I don't remember seeing these before. I think they might be a new addition. Let's go across the street. So right over here, I've definitely visited this building before. The plants, that is, not the actual building. This is a stunning building. Do have a few plants here, maybe not doing as well as they have in past years. Let's stop right here. Sorry, I know this is in full sun, but look at these caladiums. There's a shrimp plant back here, and I think I missed a pot back over here. So we're gonna do another run across the street. As I turned around, I noticed somehow I missed probably one of the most beautiful pots on this block, or planter rather. Like, this is stunning. Look at the birds down below and these handles. This is beautiful. I have a Garden Meister fuchsia as the center plant. This looks like a type of euphorbia. New Guinean impatient, Dichondra silver falls down here. Gorgeous lobelia. Glad that I noticed that, and gives us an opportunity to look at this building again from far away. So I am just a few blocks away from Brittenhouse Square, which is right over here. I will have to visit that on another day. But that is one of the main parks here in the city. People like to hang out, and I know there are definitely some flowers there as well. More detailing on these brownstones. I would love to see what this looks like in person. There's a garage here, and somebody has some trellis, and I see definitely some plants up there. All right, there are some pretty ones right here. Look at this caladium. I'm a huge fan of caladiums, if you can't tell, because I'm always stopping and looking at them. Got a house plant in here as well. This looks like a guacamole plectranthus. Got some begonias. There's a begonia here on the end. Another Turina. We've seen a couple of these already today. And I love a good papyrus plant. I grew the Hawaiian Thai plant once and did not have a lot of success, but I feel like maybe I need to give that another go. I've mentioned many times before, every year is different, so maybe it just wasn't the right year for that plant. Some years are hotter and wetter and drier, so if one plant doesn't work for you one year, don't completely give up on it. I'm gonna walk by here quickly because I think somebody's pulling out. Yes. We'll just move on down here. These people on the end usually have beautiful window boxes, and yes, they sure do. More of the guacamole plectranthus. I think I might have to bring that back again next year. We're just gonna do a little walk through. A lot of windows in this house. I don't want to linger too much, but we are going to continue down Delancey Street. So we're going to head in this direction. Let me run across while there's no traffic coming. Unfortunately, it sounds like there is something happening down here, maybe some power washing, which is going to cause some noise. Let's take a look over here. See some beautiful begonias. These are very high up, but I think you can still get a good look at those begonias. Some more over here. Oh, this is unfortunate, the noise. There is a huge sculpture. I can never tell if you could see what's going on. It's a huge sculpture of a lady in this window. All right, the power washing is getting turned up. So let's just look. We're just gonna look at the beautiful sweet potato vines from here, and I think we might need to call it a wraps for this block. All right, I think we made it past the noise, most of the noise anyway. I just want to point out this house right here, and also this one right here. So as I've mentioned, this is my favorite. Probably, there are so many streets in Philadelphia that are gorgeous, but this is definitely one of my favorites. And I also love to be nosy and look on Zillow and look inside these houses. This is definitely a good block, Delancey Street in Philadelphia, to take a look at on Zillow, because you will see some gorgeous houses and interiors. All right, I want to just point out this elephant ear here. This one is very pretty. I've never grown that one. Some more Tarina, Tradescantia pallida. This is the Purple Heart, and there's some Coleus up there as well. Some very pretty stained glass windows. Let's just keep on moving here. So Delancey Street does not continue straight. It kind of like zigzags and disappears for a while. So let's take a look at this hydrangea. This is a really pretty geranium back here. I like how light and feathery it looks. So I was mentioning how Delancey Street kind of zigzags, and honestly I'm not 100% sure if we are still on Delancey Street. Yes, we are. Thankfully there's a little sign there on that house that says Delancey Street. Look at the detailing on this building. A lot of caladiums. This is really pretty. I love how dark the foliage is. It's a very shady block. Not a lot of sunlight, so I think we are going to be seeing quite a few caladium and coleus. There's an impatient here. And also a begonia. I really like the pink speckling on that one. This is my favorite caladium right there. Paused for a minute while this man with the dog walked by. Can never pronounce the name of this. I do have this plant. Lycos, oh, I can't remember. Let's just keep on moving down here. This is interesting. Is this even real? I think it is. Let's head over here to the other side. No, change of plan. I don't want to miss these planters right up here. Looks like a lot of green. There is a nice fern down here. We haven't seen any ferns yet today. Look at this little tiny bench. I have a feeling a child lives here. Alright, we may have to come back on this block on the other side because there were a lot that we missed. Alright, we had to do another little zigzag here. But we are back, and I see some huge planters. These are Gaillardia, and even after the petals fall off, I do like the balls that are left behind. These are huge. I love the Gumfrina. Got like a white version and a pink right next to each other. This is a really pretty coleus. Let's just go across the street. This is definitely a situation where I'm going to have to go back and forth. Let's just run across here because I don't want to miss what's going on over here. Gonna walk up on the steps a little bit here just to get a better shot. These are really pretty. All right. I think we're gonna zigzag back over. The other side of the street here is in some intense sun. I also hear a dog barking. Okay. These guys are getting watered. Love the window box. Looks like cast iron. All right. Yeah, these guys are definitely in some intense sunlight. But beautiful petunias here. Some more Gumfrina. Got a lantana here. Got some pots. These zinnias look so tiny compared to what I'm used to seeing. They're like little miniature versions. Some more caladium. I think that red one with the speckles must like some sunlight because I've been seeing a lot of those in the sun. And I think we need to cross the street because I just saw a dahlia over here on this, next to this house with the eyeballs. And don't usually see too many dahlias for some reason, but we have one right here. I've only tried one or two kinds of dahlias and not been a fan because they just fall over very easily, and I guess I'm impatient and don't want to stake them up. All right, I think we have come to the end of Delancey Street. We'll end with these beautiful houses right here. I think the next block is basically the park. Although maybe we should just take a walk down there. There might be some flowers. Well, I'm glad we continued onward because there are a few more nice window boxes here. A lot of Gumfrina down here on this street, which I love. And I love the foliage of this one right here. And I don't think I've ever really seen this done before. It's like a rock, I don't know what you want to call it, but I kind of like it. Although I guess that would be a good spot for some flowers. This tree here is very pretty, but now we have made it to the end of Delancey Street. It runs into this park right here and also the Schuylkill River. We'll just walk over here real quick and take a look at these plants. Schuylkill River Park, and there are a few plants down here. I think we will stop here though. There's a lot of people out. Alright guys, that's everything for today's walk around Philadelphia. I hope you enjoyed Delancey Street, enjoyed the buildings, and maybe saw some new plants that you would like to grow in your garden. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next garden video. Have a great day.